Hey, how's it going? Games Done Quick Selection Committee, Game Committee. My name's Vance, and I'm going to be submitting here a ZOOTR 5 Dungeon Blitz Seed. So what this is, it's ZOOTR, it's Ocarina of Time Randomizer, and it's slightly adjusted to, remove a lot of the variability that naturally comes with a randomizer for a game like this. So the 5 dungeons means I need to beat 5 of the 8, any of the 8. Doesn't matter if it's a stone or a medallion, and that will unlock Ganon's castle and allow me to, go do the final fight and beat the game. In addition, at 6 dungeons completed, you can get a guaranteed light arrows from the Temple of Time cutscene, and that will, allow you to, get a backup in case one of the light arrows locations is really awful. So the way this works is we have a random starting position, in this case child, it could be adults or whatever, and both child and adult spawns are randomized, so I have to, deal with that and, route that in. That affects like how I move around the map, how I choose to go to different locations or the other. You also start with Zelda's Lullaby done, so that skips a early auto-scroller section at the beginning of the game, essentially. It's not an auto-scroller, but it's close enough. That also just helps speed it up a little bit. So these have been very, very consistent for me, regardless of how bad a seed can potentially get. So I'm pretty confident that we can have a very reasonable time for this run. Without too much variation. And of course, like any randomizer seed, we will get a vetted seed for the event should this run get in. But just a disclaimer, this run I'm about to do is just one I generated. It's completely random, has not been vetted. This is the first time I've seen it. So without further ado, I say let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so we are starting in Death Mountain Crater. Which is interesting, because I can immediately read a hint stone. So we have some hints. This is another modifier, Bigorn Crafts Nehru's Love. And that helps us, speed up the seed a little bit by giving us, ideas of where stuff is or isn't. So starting on Death Mountain Trail, there's a couple spots I can immediately check. One of them is this spot on top of the hill here, but it's kind of tough because we've got this little thing there where we can backflip off, get up here, and we have a Megaton Hammer. Excellent. What a find. So Megaton Hammer on the freestanding Death Mountain Trail part. So that was a neat little trick you can do to bypass picking up the bomb flower there. Guab saying hi to the GDQ committee. Thanks for the good luck, Field. But yeah, Megaton Hammer is a fantastic item early on. One more thing I should mention I changed. So chickens, infamously bad check. It takes forever. Under these settings I have developed, you only have to turn in 1 chicken, and it will count as collecting them all. Again, that's just like a low skill time sink. So you don't want to worry about it too much. So you just throw in 1 chicken, get some 5 rupees, and we're done. So there's a lot of just general quality of life changes like that will allow us to complete a seed in a reasonable amount of time. Because Ocarina of Time randomizer is long if you do it by default. So we're gonna make sure that we get something really consistent and really fun for the audience as well. So, as child, there are a couple important things to do initially. One of those is getting the song over at Lonlon Ranch. So we got 2 things. Lost Woods area in Kakariko Forest and Lonlon Ranch. Now you'll notice in my inventory I've got Minuet of Forest here, and that will allow me to warp over to the Lost Woods and then backtrack out of there into Kakariko Forest. So the optimal route here, because I'm worrying about time of day, I want my time of day to not hit nighttime before I get in here, otherwise I can't get the song check. We're gonna do this. Very good. We're in. Now there is a mini game here, Talon's Chickens, that costs 10 rupees. I do not have 10 rupees yet, so we're gonna have to skip it for now. So lining up a quick little backwalk there. Looks really cool. You can go right into this opening. Then we're side hopping in, and now we are at Malin. Efficiency. Efficiency. And we get Serenade of Water. That's great. So Serenade is a song that isn't ever hard required. Serenade does not lock an item location, is what I mean by that. But what it does do is allow me quick access back to the markets, which will allow me to, basically transition between, child and adult Link very quickly. It also gets adult access down to Lake Hylia much quicker, rather than having to backtrack across the entire field. You're gonna see here, if we get some rupees, we don't, so we're done here. And we have a note that, Talon's Chickens has something. We may not get that. But we're gonna play Minuet to warp out of here. We'll get another song, which is ZL. Zelda's Lullaby, the most important song in the game. Good to have that early. And now we're gonna get some more headstones. So each one of these gives me some stuff. So Gerudo's Fortress is on the path of Phantom Ganon. So what these path hints mean is if something is on the path of something, that means it contains an item that is logically expected to be obtained in order to beat the dungeon attached to that. So Phantom Ganon being the boss of Forest Temple, that hint is referring to Forest Temple. Ocarina of Time is opponent's song, unlikely to be that. So Forest Temple requires a hookshot, a bow, and a strength upgrade to complete. So what that hint tells me is one of those 3 locations in Gerudo's Fortress, which could be horseback archery. I am watching chat, Bailey. Yeah, it's fine. Which could be horseback archery. Contains a hookshot, a bow, or a strength upgrade. Shadow Temple is a foolish choice. That's another big type of hint we have. A foolish choice means that there is no required item in that location. Oh, we got 2 big chests. And here is our first instance of chest size matches contents. This is another way to, get excited and people to get that. And we get a bomb bag out of them. And we get another bomb bag out of them. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So chest size matches contents means that if a chest is big, like that contained the double bomb bags there, that means that it contains a unique item or a progression item. So things that I'd mark in my inventory, things like bottles, bomb bags, strength upgrades, bows, light arrows, all that kind of stuff. Not all of them are useful. Most of them are. But that's good, because bombs allow us to check out a lot of the other stuff here in the Lost Woods before we head to Dulce. So I'm going to get some money here, and we're going to check some child-only checks in the Lost Woods. But so far, Megaton Hammer bombs, we are, oh, shoot. Accidentally entered here. I'm not perfect. Do a couple backflip maneuvers to get some rupees. I'm trying to get 40 rupees here. There's 30. Then we got 35. We'll go in here for 40. Yo, Yerkides, thank you so much for the host. He gets 5 more rupees here. And yeah, so that will give us some money for when we go back into Lost Woods and check a couple things. Yeah, hey Yerkides, we are currently recording a submission for Summer Games Done Quick 2022. Okay. So I can't get everything here, but we can get a number of things. And that's what we're going to be going for. All right, hintstone. That fire temple hoards a magic meter. So that's good. Magic meter is a required item. I already have bombs and a megaton hammer. So I'm missing a bow, and I could pretty much full clear the fire temple. But that scrub there gave me a gold rupee for the price of 40 rupees. Quite the deal. So that's actually going to change my route a little bit to what I was planning on doing. And I am going to go get another scrub with that money I just got in order to clear out Child Lost Woods for now. There's only 2 checks here I can't get. Target in the Woods, which is right behind me here, as well as Skull Kid, which requires having Sorry a song I do not have yet. Simple Ocarina memory game here. You just play 5 notes in order, and you get an item. How are you doing, Stinger? And we got Greg, the green rupee. We joke about that as the validation rupee. There's only one of those in the game. We call him Greg. Greg is a good bean. Claims the royal tomb reveal a piece of heart. So these small chests do not have any required items, but they could have health. So because you get a timer, increased timer in dungeons like Fire Temple and Water Temple, the more health you have, I will be opening a couple of these smaller chests in order to build up my health meter enough to comfortably be able to do all these dungeons. Doing 2 of the child-only Goron City checks here. Nope. Messed that up, it's fine. You can do something else in the meantime. There's a lot going on in Ocarina of Time, and if you make a small mistake like that, to get the top times, you need to be able to adjust immediately and try and do what you can as you wait for the cycle to repeat. That is a very long cycle, and things I can do here to speed it up while just lighting the torches here, starting the prerequisite for another item location here in Goron City. Alright, so by the time I blow this up, it should be around for try number 3. Didn't see if it went in, should have gone in. Hole in one, baby. And we've got a piece of hearts. So I'll probably grab that after I do the Rolling Goron here. If I timed it correctly, yeah, he should be already halfway around. And then we could get him this time. And minor little flub there. Need to kill, or not kill this thing, bomb this thing as it's inside this spot. There is the throw. Oh. Oh, we get a refill on our bombs. How nice. All right. So let's go ahead and grab this. And we'll head back to Lost Woods. So I got a couple ideas of what to do. We're going to get 2 more bomb-locked locations in the Lost Woods here. And then from there, I'm going to head out of Kokiri Forest, and we're going to go up Zora's River. So Zora's River allows me to, check a handful of locations in there. But more importantly, it allows me to buy some beans, which I can plant before I go adult. So the plan is, I have this spawn at the top of Death Mountain Trail. And up there is something you don't really get to see too often outside of these settings. There's an owl Gabora Gabora, the infamous owl that asks you over and over again, did you remember what I said? Do I need to repeat myself? So that will actually take me to a spot on top of a roof in Kakariko. So that's really quick access back, and I can go plant some bean in the graveyard, and as well as check Dompe digging, potentially, depending on the time of day. Nothing there. Again, 3 hearts, a little bit spooky, but we should be okay. All right, here's the last bomb lock location before we head up the river. And what do you have for me, business scrub? We got the Lens of Truth. Interesting. So the Lens of Truth, only logically required for 1 item. That is the treasure chest minigame, so hopefully we don't need it. That is Lost Woods clear. We'll head out of here and begin the journey to Zora's River. Any questions, chat? How are we doing? How's everybody doing tonight? I already asked that question earlier, but I think there were only 2 people at the time, so now I'm asking more people how you're all doing. Do a pretty easy backwalk here into the river. So I'm going to try and time this so it is once again nighttime as soon as I'm done with the river. And that should theoretically allow me to get to the graveyard in time to do Dompe digging. I'm only going to buy 2 beans here. Just so I have... Oh, this hitbox is the worst, by the way. Yeah, 2 beans will statistically probably be enough. The odds of me needing all the beans is incredibly low. So just buying 2 for 30 bucks will more than likely cover me for any potential uses of the bean. We can plant 1 in Lake Hylia, and we can plant 1 in the graveyard. You know, the chicken required to access 2 locations here as child. As adult, you can do a couple cute little jumps to avoid it. But because I needed the beans, decided to do it this way. All right, maybe too fast here for... Cross left hand's recovery heart. Too fast here to hit Dompe digging, unfortunately. It's okay, I got some more ideas. We can slightly modify this by playing Serenade once we're at the top of the river. We will head into the market, do daytime checks, check the fairy fountain, which will transition us to nighttime, go back in, rescue Richard the dog, and then we do Dompe digging. That should work out almost perfectly, I think. We're gonna do the waterfall skip here, hype. There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Neat little jump you can do to bypass some requirements. Now we're in Zora's Domain. Only 2 checks we can do here, but there often isn't a better time to do this, so I like coupling it with Zora's River. We're gonna do a neat little thing to save a little bit of time. First of all, read the hintstone that the Shadow Temple, once again, is a foolish choice. Alright, so we're gonna start the game, which cost me 20 bucks. Now, normally you're supposed to jump off the waterfall here, But we're not going to do that because we want to be efficient. So we're going to do another check at the same time this is happening. It involves a little trick called flame storage. So you come here, light the torch. Then we're going to light this torch here, which stays lit. All these like wood post torches always stay lit. You're going to line ourselves up, put the stick away. More on that later, but now we're going to collect the rupees. Which looks like it's going to be a 4 diver here. So there's dive 2. Dive 3. And the 2-for-1 special, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. So now, remember I put the stick away there. Well, I put a flaming stick into Link's pocket, hopefully. So if I pull it out, see, it's still lit. Now we can light these torches while we're down here. There we go. There we go. Game. And we'll get this check while we're here, and it is a big one. It's a chonker. This could be valuable. What do we have? It's a fish in a bottle. This is actually good. This is actually very good. So bottles are... like, that doesn't really lock anything right now. But what it does allow me to do is bottle a fairy. Which at low health for dungeons like Fire Temple, Water Temple, that could be the difference between life and death. So we got the bottle. Now we're going to get our reward here, which is our money back and more. And we can head back. Now, I am on a tight budget time-wise, so we'll see if we can get all of this done. It's going to be close. So our first goal, plant a bean. Don't have time for child fishing yet. We're going to plant a bean here. Item number 1. Okay. So mentally, I'm always keeping track of about how long I have. And I think I got enough time to pull this off. All right, so we got the bean planted. Now we're gonna go take a shortcut to Castletown. There we go. Going to quickly get in here. All right. So you can only go through that bridge during daytime, so we always want to get it in here. This is not the time-critical portion of this master plan I've been cooking up. But we can do a couple things while we're here. Bomb Tree Bowling. We can see what the prize is going to be before we play the game, so we know whether or not we have to do it. Alright, we don't have to do that. So we just expend all the chews. Asked to play again because there's 2 prizes here. And we're good. So those mini games, good as done. Now I can do the other game, archery game. Just play the reverse Song of Time, says Chat. Unfortunately, we are not playing Majora's Mask Randomizer. So this mini game, I'm trying to preempt the shots as they come out in order to more quickly get through the game. The next cycle starts as soon as you finish the last one, so you want to just take care of it as quickly as possible. There we go. Easy archery. Done. Alright, so now the time-sensitive portion comes in. So the reason I was worried a little bit is I have to come out here, climb a vine. Oh shoot. Line it up. N64 controller, please. So this is all costing me time, and it's going to start turning night very soon. So again, anytime we're outside here, we're killing time. Okay, we're good. We're good to complete the setup. In fact, we have a little bit of time to spare even. There it is. It's just starting to transition. And we get the big Goron sword. Very nice. That will speed things up significantly. 1 week left for submissions. That's right. So look at this timing. So we get caught. We're back here. Get the skull on the way out. And we should wait very little time. And there it is. So we did our time of day routing very good. Only had to wait a tiny amounts of time. But it's not over yet. So we're going to get Richard here. It's not over yet. Because we still need to get to Dompe without spending too much time. Because Dompe only works like 12 seconds a day. So we need to make sure that we're there at the proper time. But we can utilize our save and quit position. Another sword. All right, that's a dungeon we can go beat. So we're going to save and quit. This is going to put us back at the top of the crater. And we got like 12 seconds to talk to Kaepora Gaebora to teleport us to Kakariko, which gets us into the graveyard in time for Dompe digging. This is my favorite part of routing this game. So go out here. All right, talk to you. Get Cots. There we go. And we should be set. I can also check this here as child, which you don't get to see too often. And we get a slingshot when you look at that. Hey. All right, now with any luck, Dompe should be here and we could talk to him. We could have a chat with Dompe. There he is. And that's good time of day routing right there. Hello, sir. Oh, I need 1 rupee, actually. I was so excited we got it. I need to get 1 rupee. We could just come over here and bomb some plants. Some explosive remodeling. Oh. And it's just a deku shield. So it wasn't anything, but, you know, we got it. That's good. Now, normally I would have shown a very cool trick in here that you could do with flame storage as well. Remember when I lit that stick in Zora's domain? But we already have a hint that this check is nothing, so we don't have to worry about it. Just gotta equip our slingshot here. And be on our merry way. Alright, that's Saria's song, so we now have the tools to get every song or every item in the Lost Woods. We're gonna hold off on doing Skull Mask because it's so long, but there is a hint, a guaranteed hint for it, so we should be okay. Yeah. You'll find also, I'm always backwalking, side hopping, or rolling. Those are the 3 fastest ways to move. Regular walking being, of course, the slowest. Now let's see here if we need to plant this bean. What? That is a hook shot, so yes, we absolutely do need to plant this bean. And that's why we bought the beans. For exactly this situation. Alright. So with that, we are going to do another warp, or we're going to check Lake Hylia here for the items we missed. And we're also going to activate Scarecrow's song. Yeah, we couldn't check these earlier because of the time of day. Okay, that's nothing. And then we're going to go do Deku Tree, our first dungeon. So we actually have access to beating 2 dungeons of the 5 required. Almost 3. Just make a very easy to remember song. Also easy to play a song. There's any number of combinations, it's just really whatever works for the runner. I do the LRC buttons. Some people do top right. Some people do top and bottom. Some people do down and A. You know, whatever is comfortable for most people. I don't have enough money for this, so we're actually going to ignore this. That's a misstep on my part again. We're poor. We're always poor. It's good. It's fine. Nothing will be there. All right. So now we're going to go do Deku Tree. Shielding doesn't make me go faster. It's kind of like a nervous tick. Like an idle hands thing. And I love the sound effect, so that's why I like using the shield. Anyway, let's get those remaining 2 checks here in Lost Woods while we're here. We'll head into Deku Tree, first dungeon. Oops. Accidentally Z-targeted. Nobody's perfect. So we have access to a hook shot. We have access to Dodonos Cavern. Access to Deku Tree. Plenty of stuff for us to do here. So what I'm going to do is do Deku Tree, then Child's going to be done, we'll go Adults. Alright, we got our first heart container. So the way health and timers work is every quarter of a heart you have is 2 seconds on the timer. So a full heart is 8 seconds. So right now I've got 32 seconds, up to 32 seconds in a hot environment or underwater. All right. So now we do need to equip our sword here. There we go. Let's have fun in the Deku Tree. How's the zooting going? It's good. We're recording a submission for Summer Games Done Quick 2022. Good grief. Mido channeling his inner Charlie Brown. Gonna get a couple sticks here. Not too many, but just enough, you know. Can never have too many Deku sticks. The children's version of the Master Sword has the exact same properties of the Master Sword damage-wise. And we'll collect some nuts as well. And welcome to the Deku Tree, the first dungeon in a casual Ocarina of Time playthrough, and coincidentally, the first dungeon we are doing today. Still going to be open up some of these smaller chests for the chance of getting more health, like so. But only the ones that are right on the way. Any fun settings and use for the submission? We're doing 5 dungeon blitz settings. Silly me. With a couple modifications, like chest size matches contents. Alright, small chest down there. We can't really check this one until we're up here. But we're up here, so we might as well check these. Again, I like getting to 6 hearts. 6 hearts is comfortable for me. And a Hylian shield, so that's actually useful. You know, Hylian shield not required, but hey, don't have to go buy one. Allows me to do ground jumps and a whole bunch of other neat things. So, very good. Never buy a shield confirmed. So that spider there, I was confident if I got hit it wouldn't have mattered. I use a visual cue on the vines to know if I'm past that I can just hold up and be okay. Anyway, we got a big chest. This should have a unique item in it. It's the iron boots. Very good. Go ahead and mark those. Another use of flame storage there. Do a little side hop here, back walk onto the switch. A little bit of an optimization. So now we can ground jump with a, this is our first instance of ground jumping. So first we're going to drop a bomb, roll into it, press A. Looks like nothing happens, but Link's got hops. There we go. And we are through. Two, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. A mnemonic I will never forget in my entire life, no matter how old I get. I'm gonna be in the retirement home, the age of 110. And someone's gonna ask me, what was the code to get into Queen Goba? 23 is number 1. Setting up for the quick kill here. Involves a deku nuts, a power crouch stab, another well-timed deku nut, followed by 2 crouch stabs. We'll see if we can do it. And done. And that's Deku Tree. That was basically a perfect Deku Tree. I'm pretty proud of that. Got all the jumps. Moved through pretty quickly. Didn't get held up by anything. So that was pretty good. And the prize is, you know, I'm actually going to get this rupee because I'm so poor right now. But let's see whether we get a stone or a medallion. Another advantage of clearing this right now is it set the time of day back to daytime. It's the Goron Ruby. So that means I can immediately play Serenade and go adults because the bridge is down. So that's another reason I waited to do the Deku Tree until I was going to do this. There are a couple other miscellaneous checks I can get in Hyrule Field, but I can be more efficient about it later, so I'm not going to do it now because it's less efficient to do so. And we got a hookshot to collect, we got Megaton Hammer, we got a lot of stuff. So it makes sense to go adult, clear out Kakariko, do Dodonos Cavern, and then we'll see where we go from there. You can also read these 4 hint stones, which we haven't read yet. Ocarina of Time is a Epona song, we knew that. 30 Skulls is nothing. Dodonos Cavern is on the path of Twinrova, and Zora's Fountain is a foolish choice. That's good. So, Dodonos Cavern being on the path of Twinrova can only mean 2 things, since we already had the hookshot. It's either got strength, or it's got the mirror shield. One of those 2. It's not going to be magic, because key logic usually depends. I can't guarantee it'll be magic, but we already have a hinted magic, so it's pretty unlikely. But yeah, strength upgrade or mirror shield, 99% chance is going to be in Dodonos Cavern, which is great, because we are 1 step closer to beating Forest Temple, another one of our dungeons. We just need a bow. So we're actually going to go on a song hunt here. Because this will take us to Goron City. And we don't have a hook shot yet, so we're not going to play that right now. We could be efficient about this. So I can go check what the song is from Bolero right now, but it doesn't really impact anything. But I know where a hook shot is. So the route I'm doing, we're just going to avoid going in and doing that for now. We'll just do everything else. So you do Goron City, exit out the top into Dodonos Cavern, which punts us into Kakariko, which we could do all of that. And then from there, we can play Bolero, because we'll have a hook shot then, and we can collect all the stuff, and then do the remaining stuff up to Death Mountain Trail. So my mind is always thinking, like, as far ahead into the future as I can to know how best to route this. We'll go ahead and blow, or, you know, stop Link the Goron here. This is actually surprisingly difficult with timing a bomb. I don't have any bomb shoes. We'll see if we can do it. Maybe too early. Oh, he's being rude today. We'll give it one more before we move on and just do this later. I generally wait till I have a bow to do this. Oh, heck. It's all fine, everybody. Alright, we'll worry about it later. I have a setup from a different entrance, so you don't need to worry about it right now. Hold on my note just to rehearse the timing on that. That's a very simple fix. Alright, you know what? Sure. We got all the way over here, might as well open it. Oh, another big chest here. Hey, some bomb shoes. I'll go get to do it now. Frogs 2 is dead. And a Goron tunic. Very nice, actually. Lovely velvet color, or indigo. This looks like the purple lunchbox that is the GameCube. This is the GameCube color, isn't it? Right, everybody? Alright, time for revenge. Alright, $5. I should also note, I can play with randomized music, randomized settings, whatever people want to see. Alright, so we got out of Goron City, so now we're backtracking our way to Dodonos Cavern. Check what's over here in this wall really quick. See if maybe we get some hearts. Or some money is also okay. A little bit of a misalignment there, it's fine. Anyway, Dodonos Cavern. The second dungeon, it's like we're almost doing this in vanilla boss order. Who would have thought? Again, another very simple dungeon. This dungeon's like a great donation spot. There's a lot of downtime between certain rooms and bosses, so. Sun grants a prescription, which we know Big Goron is nothing, I think. We're gonna utilize the hammer quite often to just quickly explode breakable walls. I can actually peek through all of these walls and see what's in them, if they're worth getting. But when you could just smack it with a hammer, it goes quicker, and we got a wall. Okay. Not required, but I'll run out of money less often. So that's good. With bombs, I try to pull them out because as soon as I can. As soon as you pull out a bomb, that's when the fuse starts. So you wait until like you're close enough where, but not far enough away, where ideally by the time the bomb is where it needs to be, it blows up instantly. I generally play mine a little bit safe, just so I don't go through all my bombs. And a strength upgrade, okay. Moving right along. Gonna do some acrobatics here. Gonna go ahead and grab a heart as well as some rupees. This will be dungeon 2 of 5, so our pace is looking okay. Gonna try and do a jump here. There we go. Perfect. Small chest, small chest. Moving on. Chest size matches contents allows you to blow through these dungeons quite quickly. Gonna do some basketball tosses, nothing but net, down into the little eyeballs. While you're in a cutscene, Link doesn't take damage, so you can safely blow up this wall here while you're waiting for this cutscene to happen. You can turn around and get whatever useless items in this small chest, hopefully a heart container. Dang. I tried to will it into existence, but alas, the randomizer is set. The chests are what they are until I open them. There's a convenient place bomb refill here in these pots. So I always come back here, I can get the heart and the bombs. Just because you're always low on explosives in this game. We did get 2 bomb bags off the bat, but you can see we were at 13 bombs. We had already gone through 17. So just refilling them when it's quick and easy like that always saves time later on. So you don't have to like go around, hit some bushes, or God forbid, buy some bombs. All right, King Dodongo, pretty straightforward fight. Probably the single easiest fight in the game. And more bomb chews, of course. That was a 20 pack of chews. Bomb chews can be used in place of bombs for a lot of things. Not everything, but most things. You can technically get a bomb chew in King Dodongo's mouth, but it's very difficult. Two jump slashes is all it takes, whether you're with Master Sword or Bigoron Sword. And this is a boss in Randomizer you pretty much never fight as a child. It's always faster to do as an adult because one entire side of the Dodonos Cavern with no checks in it is skipped using the height advantage from Adult Link. And that's it, Dodonos Cavern's done. That's 2 dungeons down, everybody. I think we're doing good. So one thing that shoes can't do is get you access to bomb shoe bowling. That is hard locked by a bomb bag. Another hook shots. Hook shot number 2, baby. So we can actually almost beat Water Temple. That's the Spirit Medallion. Now see, it dumps us out right here, and we can go into Kakariko. Efficient routing, everybody. This is routing. The funnest part of Rando, in my opinion. That puts us right over here. We can do this sweet little jump. Hell yeah. Gonna whip out the hook shots. Just so I don't mess up this jump. Hook shot over, a little bit faster, safer. And another fish in a bottle. We got another chest, and that is Din's Fire. So we're magic locked away from being able to light torches as an adult. It's very nice. A little quick set of hops you can do here to quickly get to the Song of Storms location. So you can do a quick peek. Is that item anything? No. Move on, collect the song. Great, great. This song doesn't unlock anything, but I now have instant access back to the Temple of Time. Cleaning up the graveyard, a handful of checks remaining here. Yeah, we're still going to be opening up a couple of these small chests. Let's get our long shots. And with that, we're going to make a quick detour over to Gerudo's Fortress, because we had that hint earlier that Gerudo's Fortress was on the path of Forest Temple. At this point, that has to mean it's a bow, which means it cannot be locked by horseback archery, so it is guaranteed. That is a guarantee that the chest on the rooftop of Gerudo's Fortress is a bow. It has to be a bow. It cannot be any other item. Ah, shoot. The blind corner got me. Dompe is being very rude here. Normally like a 49, 48, 49 is a really good time, but we took a hit, so it's gonna be a little bit slower. Not too bad. Okay. So we're gonna first save and quits. See where the adult spawn point is. It could just be Gerudo's Valley and we're there quicker. Let's see. Lonlon Ranch. Okay, you know what? It's probably faster to back out of this. This is an area you don't see too often. Look, Ingo puts his face on the gates. Very full of himself. Okay, because we have iron boots, I'm going to take a detour over to the Tektite Grotto. So we can actually beat 2 more dungeons of the 5 right now. We could beat Fire Temple and Forest Temple as soon as I get that bow. That is a bomb refill, don't need that. Alright, so long shots, along with either long shot or Epona, will get us access to the GTG area, Grotto's Fortress. So we got the long shot pretty early, which is going to get us the bow. Again, because of that hidden information we have, we know a bow is there. Now, we don't have silver gauntlets, but we can take a dip into GTG while we're over here for efficiency purposes. Big chest here. And double defense, not bad. You see, the goal of these settings, make these runs consistent, make them faster. I think it's a good indicator of that, the seed. Again, most seeds I do with these specific settings end up in like the 2 hour 20 to 2.5 hour range. So GTG was modified where you only have to save one carpenter. Again, another speed up mechanic where, rescuing all 4 carpenters wasn't something that was really difficult and more just time consuming. So a big goal of the randomizer and like the settings and options that we turn on in the competitive racing community is to, look at stuff that would be considered like relatively easy or, something we don't really need to do twice. For example, horseback archery, Dompe race twice, nice little jump we can do to get across. Anything like that, we can, speed up a little bit. So. I got too focused into my talking. I guess I'll show you that quick little jump again. It's harder than it looks. There's our anti-grav jump, and I am so confident. I'm so confident this chest has a bow in it, I'm willing to put 10 subs on the line. I'm gonna go ahead and mark it on my tracker. There it is. Like I said, it was 100% guaranteed that was a bow. It couldn't have been anything else. And while we're here, we're going to take a peek into GTG. Light arrows, okay. Very good. So a chest size matches contents, we can go into this room and get an idea of how many small keys we need. And we need 7, because there's a big chest in the middle. Problem is I do not have silver gauntlets, so the odds of me collecting all 7 are slim. but not 0. There's a key up there, so that's a Song of Time locked key. So it is very unlikely I can actually get to the center, but we can get quite a few things in here still. But after this, we're going to be playing Minuet, going to clear all of Forest Temple, play Bolero, clear all of Fire Temple. That'll be 4 of the 5 dungeons. And we know magic is inside Fire Temple. Oh, there's another big chest. Let's go. Loaded GTG. That's a Zora tunic. That's actually nice. Now I don't have to worry about timers. I'm good with 4 hearts now. I realize the irony of that statement as I enter a room with the timer, but this is not health-based. This is just a simple, regularly do the thing in X amount of time. I flubbed this jump here, so we gotta go back up and get it. And nobody's perfect. Oh, I timed that. I tried to time it. That's the first time I've gone for that. Shouldn't have done it. Now I look like a fool. Getting hit by the boulder. Another big chest. Wow. Keep on coming. There's all our bomb bags. All right. Pardon my aim. Probably a small key. Nope. Maybe it's a heart container. I have yet to find a heart container in this seed. Just a blue beam. Alright. Unfortunate. I am having a good stream of the slums. Thank you for asking. Alright, let's go into the maze. And we'll start dungeon rushing. They're actually almost in go mode. The reason I say we're not already in go mode is because there's a possibility the Water Temple boss key is locked by the Song of Time, which we don't know until we go through and do it. By the way, I'm going to clear out what I can here just on hopes of getting a little bit more health. It looks like no such honor is going to be given to me. Yeah, we're done. So let's head to Forest Temple. Then we'll do Fire Temple. Then we'll do Water Temple. And with any luck, we'll be done. Little roll manipulation there to line this up without spawning in the Stalfos, or the Wolfos, sorry. We can just long shot straight over if I hit the shot. There we go. My cat wants out, 1 second. Alright, we're back. Very intense Forest Temple music. So I'm excited for Forest Temple. I could show off a couple things here. Couple cool little jumps. Alright, try to catch the fairy. We'll get a fairy in Water Temple. We'll be fine. Just for safety. Marathon safety and all that. There's always a possibility I eat it to an iron knuckle later. But I can't stress enough how much time chest size matches contents. Speeds things up. Like I could just avoid going up there and immediately head over here. Look at that. That saves 40 seconds right there. Not exactly 40 seconds. This saves a decent amount of time. Ooh, another big chest. What could it be? A mirror shield. This chest, we could just peek at it and see that it's the boss key, so we definitely need it. Long shot straight back up, and we're good. Did I beat Jump King last night? I did. I think I'm gonna submit Jump King to GDQ. I have looked at Jump King runs. Not of New Babe Plus, just regular runs. Alright, here's the trick I was talking about. We're gonna check what this is. Small key. I love this trick. One of my favorites. Do an ESS turn here, go over here, shield, C up, look at this spot, turn around and jump slash, and we're in the alcove. And from there, we can check and see what is in here without having to go through that room twice. Couple crouch stabs to take care of them, then get in position for the chest. And it's nothing but, you know what, we'll open it anyway. I wouldn't mind having 5 hearts, you know. So not the heart I was imagining. Definitely not the one I was imagining. That allows us to go through this room only once. A little bit more efficient. Not too much else to talk about in Forest Temple. It's Forest Temple. Just general movement optimizations throughout. So I'm gonna, you know, hand it over to chat. Chat, how are you doing? I hope I'm showing off my skills enough for GDQ. Enjoying the fan vibe, fan underscore vibes. Give me the underscore. How's it going, Akela? It's another nice thing we could do here to speed up. You can peek at this chest, see if it's needed. It's not, so we just go back. If there's ever a time for donations, Forest Temple is the spot. Very sleepy dungeon. Doing many of the same things over and over again. Just doing them quickly. Probably gonna get these arrows since we're running low. Don't want to run out. Just trying to manipulate them into giving me jump attacks. This one's not in a good route. There we go. And we're set. Stalfos can be rude. They're one of the more inconsistent enemies. Doing quick turnarounds, trying to line up as best I can. So shooting this allows me to get this done in one cycle, like so. Gives you enough damage where one jump slash of the big Goron sword will eliminate the bow. And sure, let's open it up. Stuck in meetings for the next 1.5 hours and no audio as usual. Tell Ghost Strike and Tex that I apologize. What a satisfying sound effects. I'm sorry that you have to be in a meeting. That's the apology. Yeah. I'm sorry. Stinger. Okay. We've come full circle back to where it all began. It's not too tight. You're not making diamonds. But it does look a little spooky. Yawn. So, whoever of the games community made it this far into the run, I commend you. Thank you so much for making it this far. I hope your day is going well. Mine's going fantastic. Got him. Donation incentive to throw bananas at me during GDQ. How cool would that be? Hey, a bow-locked bow, the classic. So that is a bow that you can only access by having another bow, called the bow-locked bow. In line with the hook shot, locked hook shot, strength, locked strength. It's always amusing when it happens. Yeah, it'd be for donations, Tank. Throws for donations. So Phantom Ganon, shoot him 3 times in the portraits. You can tell which one's real because it is lighter in color, as well as makes audio noises, like the little clop sounds from the horse. The false one does not make any sound. So with 100% certainty, you can know which one you are up against. This is the real one. Shooting an arrow at him also starts this cycle. He'll instantly throw a thing at you. And I slipped. My thumb slipped on my controller, so we may get some spin cycles here. Oh, big Goron sword, please hit. I'm amazed how often this is missing. I can't control this. I think it was the first time I've gotten hit by that in literal years. There we go. Get out of here. Get out of here, Phantom Ganon. Hey! Some hearts. Alright. Okay, we're now going to head to Forest Temple. Alright, Fire Temple. Another dungeon we can full clear. This is where I often say to my chat, get your guess in. From 1 to 14, where is the boss key? With 14 always being the answer. But we know there's magic in here we still have to go collect. So we gotta find that as well. So 2 potential items. We're gonna swap to the Master Sword here, because Master Sword deals more damage to these enemies. Utilizing power crouch stabs to store the Master Sword jump slash damage into the Megaton Hammer crouch poke. Alright, check number 1. Not number 1, unfortunate. Not number 2. Do we know where in Fire Temple magic is? No. It's somewhere. There is a chance we have to beat Volvagia first before heading into deeper in. We'll see. Oh, that's not a gilded chest. Our first heart container. We have health. Yeah, 5 hearts. We're not going beyond 5. We are now skipping all chests that are not required. It's not needed, so we're out of here. So this next chest must be a small key or a boss key. It cannot be anything else. Yeah, we're leaving the Goron in prison. It's okay. They let themselves out once Volvagia is dealt with, so they'll be fine. Link the Goron will come in and save them. I assure you. And as a small key, we're going up. Would I ever lie to you? No. Not intentionally. At least. Utilize the long shot to just bypass this climb section. A little bit of manipulation there to avoid aggroing the bats. Now I don't have to worry about them knocking me off the platform or buzzing around my face. Alright, there's a small key. Gonna utilize ground jumps again to bypass some puzzles, if you can even call them puzzle. I refer to stuff in this game less as puzzles and more as tasks. You got a task of moving this block. You got a task of blowing up that switch. You got a task of lighting the torches. Just do the task, not do the puzzle. Puzzle implies some sort of logical solution versus do the thing. It's kind of like calling something a maze when there's only one path. Wait for the cycle. Alright, if this is the boss key, we're climbing up the tower again. Okay, we're going on. In the early part of Fire Temple is very easy to be key locked. Now, because we're on a good pace here, I don't want to ruin my chances. We're gonna just take this slowly. I will be replacing my N64 controller prior to GDQ. Alright, we're past the check mark, so we can clear everything. We don't have to double climb Fire Temple. Still need to find that magic, though. You can get a peek on what this item is. That did not look needed, so we're just gonna go grab this key and move on. There's a little bit more to go. And Fire Temple and Forest Temple are honestly two of the longest dungeons in the game. So we're now entering the DLC area of Fire Temple. This is not actually DLC, but it's one of those spots that nobody ever gets to in their casual playthrough. The elevator to the DLC. Shadow Temple is one of the shorter dungeons. Believe it or not. Especially with chest size matches contents on. Should be able to squeeze by this if I line that pixel up. Yep. MLC, musically locked contents. Oh, there's our boss key. As is tradition, though, we must go all the way to the top of fire because there is a magic to be found. Could be on Volvagia, but because we don't have Furor's Wind to get back up, it's definitely more efficient, averaged over many seeds to do this. Oh, my analog stick just failed me for a sec there. Oops. Not there. Do some carefully planned backwalks to get through these flames without having to do the fire maze in this room. But as is tradition, we are going to the top of fire. Impossible to avoid. We're always up here. It's what makes this dungeon long. It's storing that Master Sword jump slash damage into the Megaton Hammer. Let's make it 3-phase this fight. Can get on in the cutscene to save some time. And up we go. There it is. There's the magic. Check number 13. It's never easy. Never quick. What if Bavagia is also magic? You know, that could happen. So we're doing a little anti-grav manipulation jump here to try and grab this ledge without going all the way around. It's more precise than it looks. Had a little bit of trouble with it here. And there we go. Just gotta teleport to the edge. This will be Fire Temple. We're gonna try and do a 1 cycle here. We'll equip that. Get some bomb chews and deku nuts out. And with any luck, provided we don't get the 1 in 9 chance that Bavagia spawns right in front of us, we can pump 9 chews into that hole, and then jump slash with the Bigoron sword, and we're good. Can 'em with me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jump slash. Jump slash, and we did it. There we go. That is the Bavagia 1 cycle. Wonderful item, those bomb shoes. All right, Fire Temple is done and dusted, so now we're going to see if we can actually beat Water Temple. It is very nice that we happen to get that Zora tunic so we don't have to worry about timers in here. Because double defense, although it reduces the damage you take by half, it does not affect timers. So I still have 5 hearts worth of timer here. So we're going to get our equipment sets. Go ahead, you know what, might give us a mirror shield. We'll get our wonderful toxic green coloring here. There is a 90% chance we can beat this dungeon. Do some quick boot swap to manipulate being able to swim with the boots on. Another little bit of time save. Okay, we don't need that. Down we go. Do that same boot manipulation until we're on the ground. Now we're good. This is another advantage of chest size matches contents. In this next room here, as we are climbing up or swimming back up, we can peek and see if we need the item. We're just going to be very carefully looking here. That is the boss key, so we definitely need it. This is a god water temple. Four slashes and you're good. And you can open up chests underwater, but for some reason you need a hook shot at first. There we we go. That allows us to snap to it and open it up. I'm not sure why the game works that way. I said that about Fire Temple, John Lewis. Fire Temple is never quick, but it is easy. That's it. That's go mode. We are done with the seed. We just need to go finish it. If I can actually hit this. And just because, why not? Here. We're gonna return the fish to its natural habitat. Now we're gonna dump it into the water. There you go, fish. We're gonna get a fairy. The safety fairy, there it is. I have a love-hate relationship with Morpha here. If I miss this shot, Morpha tends to like to have an untargetable hitbox, making things very difficult for me. But we got it. So we're just gonna hookshot him into a corner. Get around. And that is Water Temple. Very, very quick Water Temple. Quick seed in general. Maybe a little too quick. The cutscene longer than the dungeon itself. We'll see what medallion we get. I'm guessing it's a stone. I'm thinking stone. Oh, fancy. The cutscene that keeps on giving. And just for my own amusement, I'm gonna check and see what that song is. Forest Medallion gives you access to this song location. Song of Storms. Alright, so all that's left now is to climb Ganon's tower. As a reminder, everybody, okay, this is independent of the GDQ submission here. We are doing the Community Link to the Past Triforce Hunt Multi-World on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So if that is something you would like to attend, sign up in my Discord, !Discord. Everybody is welcome. I am recommending 1 seed before playing, but it's going to be a Triforce hunt, so it's not too critical in this situation. I will be streaming it, yes. All right. You know what? We're gonna validate. Getting the extra nut capacity. Oh, I couldn't see. All right, all that remains is the pig. So what we're gonna do here, the standard Ganon strategy, is we're gonna store a Big Goron Jump Slash, swap to the Master Sword, and get a bottle out. And we'll save just in case my computer crashes. So you're gonna do 5 well-timed hits. I use a visual cue of his head animation. There we go, phase 1 down. Textbook Ganon phase 1. And now, we're gonna get our Master Sword taken away. But before we do that, we're going to Jump Slash. There it is, Jump Slash. Because now everything is a Master Sword, including the hammer. Everything is designed to do 1 damage to Ganon's tail here in phase 1 and 2. Master Sword damage does a lot more than that. So instead of taking 10 hits, it's going to take 4 hits, or 3 hits. That does 4 damage per hit instead of 1 damage per hit. Oh no, the Master Sword. So we stored the Jump Slash, which persists through this cutscene because we're not going through a loading zone. It's just a camera lock showing some stuff. And now we crouch stab with Mechaton Hammer. There's 1 hit. 2 hits. And 3 hits. The Master Ton Hammer. There's a good one. My chat's here all night. Maybe, until they're not. Alright, this auto-equips the Master Sword, standard shenanigans. And now I'm going to Jump Slash for hit 1, and we just got 4 more hits to do. 1, 2, 3, and I missed. Alright. And that is the pig down. And time is called as soon as I get the final hit in. There it is, 147.59. So definitely a speedier seed than usual. So thank you so much, Games Committee, if you watched it to this point. I appreciate it. So again, I designed these settings this combination of settings. I didn't actually design any of these settings. This is just a settings combination that I've come up with in order to do a more speedy, less time-consuming Ocarina of Time randomizer seed. Again, these top out at like 220, 225 or so. Given some like awful item placements and all of that, because there's just so many outs with the dungeons you can do. So it's hard to get hard stuck on a single location. There's always multiple ways to complete a seed. Of course, the plan still is to get a seed vetted so that it's neither too quick or, you know, some obscene combination of things that would end up resulting in a longer seed. But I'm pretty confident that these will, you know, always be relatively quick. So, you know, not going to be a 4-hour estimate, 3.5-hour estimate. I think I'd do a 2.5-hour estimate for these. But that's it. Again, I've been Fans. Thank you for your consideration. And now we are going to watch the credits and just enjoy the nice, peaceful credits while I go take a nap. But you don't need that for the submission video. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And I will be awaiting a positive response, maybe.